Welcome to Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania, a tiny mountain town which is tucked into the Pocono Mountains, often called the Switzerland of America. It's the kind of place that feels like a soft exhale the moment you arrive. Everything slows down. Cobblestone streets, fresh mountain air, Victorian architecture, and that quiet charm that makes you feel like time doesn't move the same way here. So today, let's take a slow, cozy journey through the history, the sights, and the magic of Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania. Long before it became the quaint travel spot we know today, the area was originally called Monk Chunk, a Lenape phrase meaning bare mountain. And honestly, the name fits. Surrounded by forested hills and winding rivers, this place has always had a wild, rugged beauty. Back in the 1800s, this little town was booming. Coal was king, and Monk Chunk became one of the wealthiest towns per capita in the entire United States. The mountains around the town weren't just scenic. They were full of anthracite coal, and that coal powered cities, factories, and the Industrial Revolution itself. What's so interesting is how much of that old railroading heritage still shapes the town today. Narrow streets, steep hills, old stone buildings, they all say a story. And as you wander through it, you can almost imagine what life must have felt like during that era, with miners, engineers, with businessmen, families, all living right here in this same valley. Later, in the 1950s, the town reinvented itself. After the death of Jim Thorpe, one of the greatest athletes of all time, the community decided to honor him by taking on his name. If you start exploring the town from the center, the first thing you'll probably notice is the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway Station. The station itself dates back to 1888, and honestly, it looks like something out of a storybook. The deep red exterior, the classic Victorian design, the old-fashioned clock, it gives the whole town this welcoming and nostalgic feeling. It's more than just a station. It's really the heart of Jim Thorpe. Climb aboard the train and you'll drift past the Lehigh River and deep into the Lehigh Gorge, surrounded by cliffs, forests, and wildlife. In fall, the foliage is so incredible it almost doesn't seem real, like someone turned the saturation all the way up. Fiery reds, glowing oranges, and gold everywhere. Back down the hill, from the Asapek Mansion, the downtown area of Jim Thorpe feels like a little world of its own. Colorful buildings line the streets, like rusty reds, warm yellows, deep greens, all with that timeless architectural charm. The sidewalks are narrow, the shops are all unique, and everything feels deliberately slow. Here's what you'll find as you wander. Small boutiques selling handmade jewelry, crystal and metaphysical shops with incense drifting out the door, vintage stores and antique treasures waiting to be rediscovered, local bakeries with the sweetest smells of cinnamon, chocolate, and fresh bread, coffee shops where you can sip a latte while watching the town move at its own pace, and of course, art galleries, painted signs, cozy corners, and friendly locals. It's one of those places where you don't rush, you just walk. You look around, you breathe, you enjoy the simplicity. If you're filming or taking photos, every corner looks good. Every alley has a little character. Every window has something interesting behind it. Jim Thorpe is beautiful year-round, but each season changes the mood. Spring is soft and fresh. You have flowers blooming, and the river runs strong. Mountains start becoming green again. Summer is really for adventure. Hiking, biking, kayaking, whitewater rafting. The town feels alive but still peaceful. Fall. Now, fall is the show. The reason people come from all over the country. The mountains explode with color. The air becomes crisp and the whole town feels like a postcard. Winter is quiet and magical. Snow on the rooftops, warm lights glowing from the shops. Everything feels calm and cozy, like in a holiday movie. No matter when you come, the town has a certain charm you can't rush or force. It just happens. Now, one of the best parts about Jim Thorpe is how easy it is for you to reach there. It is about 1.5 to 2 hours from Philadelphia and roughly about 2 to 2.5 hours from New York City. It's close enough for a day trip, but even better for a slow weekend getaway where you can unwind and just exist without thinking about emails or deadlines or anything stressful. All right, let's talk about a little bit about some more interesting bits about Jim Thorpe. So Jim Thorpe has a habit of surprising visitors. How? Here are a few extra facts people love. This town had one of the earliest roller coaster-like experiences in America. It was called the Switchback Gravity Railroad, which originally carried coal, then became a tourist thrill ride. Just imagine that. The architecture is so well preserved that the entire town feels like stepping back in time. Jim Thorpe is regularly named one of the most beautiful small towns in the US. The mountains surrounding the town are filled with hiking trails, waterfalls, scenic overlooks, and wildlife. So Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania is one of those places that reminds you to slow down, for you to breathe, and to look around and appreciate the moment you're in. Whether you're here for the history, the nature, the cozy shops, or just the feeling of stepping into a quieter, simpler world, Jim Thorpe always welcomes you with open arms. So, if you ever need an escape, a reset, or just a little mountain magic, this tiny town in Pennsylvania is waiting for you.